Hello and welcome back to another video. The topic of this video is finding your niche, the place where you belong. Have you ever felt like you just get something, like it feels natural, fun, and easy? That feeling, that's your niche. In simple words, some people like cooking, some people like writing, while other people love sports or outdoor activities. All these things are your niches. Some people call it a niche or some people call it niches. Both the pronunciations are correct. So have you ever felt like you just get something, like it feels natural, fun and easy? That feeling, that's your niche. A niche feels natural. A niche comes naturally to you. It's fun to do those activities. Plus, they're easy to do. You feel as if you're not working, but you're enjoying life. This is how you pin down a niche. And this video is for you if you're looking to identify your niche for blogging, for YouTubing, or for any other field or any other part of life. So, what is a niche? A niche is a sweet spot where what you love to do, what you're good at, and what the world needs all come together. It's about being you in the right place. For example, it's a sweet spot. You love doing something and there is something that you're good at. So when you combine both those things and then what the world needs, it's a combination of these three things combined. What you love to do, what you're good at, and what the world needs. When they all come together, they amalgamate to form your perfect niche, what you want to do in life. So some people are baking enthusiasts, some people are problem solvers, while others are animal lovers. Some people like baking, they dislike crowds. They love being in the kitchen and they bake custom cakes for small local events. Some people are genuine problem solvers. These people love talking and solving problems. They can be good school counselors or customer service representatives. The animal lovers are excited by animals and science. They can open up a veterinarian's clinic or wildlife rescue. So why do some people struggle? So why do some people struggle to find their niche? Many struggle because of external pressure and expectations. Obviously, all of us have heard about our parents telling us what to do in life. For example, select your profession. It can be a doctor or an engineer, which are the most common professions in Pakistan. There was a time when people used to only become doctors or engineers. And I think that was a pretty dark age for Pakistan because there are other professions and we must also check the inclination of the student, what they're good at. So this is why I'm creating this video to understand the niche. The newcomers will be in a better position to understand what they're good at. When they do something that they're good at, then obviously they can excel in those fields. These are some of the statements that society or our parents tell us to do. Pick something that makes money first. Everyone else is doing it. Why aren't you? Your niche doesn't care what everyone else is doing. It cares about you. Okay, if you don't know yours yet, most people, even adults, take time to discover it. It's a process. You have to go through that process to understand your niche. It can be a discovery, a self discovery, or a journey. You have to understand that it's a self discovery process and it can take some time. How to find your niche? There are three easy steps. What do you love doing? There are some things that you love doing and there are some things that you don't like doing. What do you love doing? What are you naturally good at? And how can you use that to help others? So, these are the basic three steps to finding your niche. For example, you might have noticed that whenever you're doing something that you love doing, then you lose track of time. You don't know what's going on around you, and you're just so immersed in whatever you're doing. You forget about having lunch or dinner, and you're so involved in doing that you forget about everything else. So that is what this means. What do you do even unpaid? What topics always intrigue you? For example, I love coloring. I help my little sister. I watch space videos. So this is the first step. What do you love doing? Then comes what are you naturally good at? What's your strength? What do people compliment you on? What comes easier to you? What makes others say, wow, you're good at that? Maybe you're patient, organized, funny, a great listener, good with numbers, or creative. Every person is creative. There is no limit to the creativity. Your imagination is your only limit. How can you use that to help others? So you have to also monetize your niche. For that, you'll have to understand that you need to find people who are willing to pay for what you love doing Now you'll have to find people who will pay you for doing what you love. How can you use that to help others? Who needs what you're good at? Could this become useful for someone else? If you love organizing, head declutter rooms. If you love stories, write blogs or make TikTok. So it's all about what you love doing. So initially your niche doesn't have to be big. You don't need to be an entrepreneur or have a fancy title. You just need to find the thing that makes you feel alive and share it with the world in your own way. It just has to be yours. If I talk about my niche, then I'm like a better writer. I love writing. That's my niche. I'm a good writer. So here are some final thoughts. Don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. Howard Thurman. When you find your niche and your calling, then you'll start living your life to the fullest. Because you're happier with what you're doing. You're not behind, you're not broken, you're not late. You're just on your way to finding your sweet spot. So let's try this together now. Take 2 minutes, grab a piece of paper, answer these three questions. Activities that make me forget time. What are some of the activities that make you forget time? For example, when I start writing, then I don't keep track of time. What do people say I'm good at? In school, my teachers used to say that I have really good handwriting. That really encouraged me to start writing. That was just one reason for starting writing. Who could benefit from the skill or passion? So, this is going to be your passion as well. Who are the people, groups, or companies who are going to benefit from this skill or passion? So, first you have to define the activity that makes you forget time. Then you have to understand what people say you're good at and who could benefit from the skill or passion. Write them down, keep them, look at them again next week. You have already started, you're closer than you think, you belong somewhere, and I believe you will find it, inshallah. I'll see you in the next. Take care and have a nice day.